Yo, come here. Come here,
boy. Yo, just chill, boy.
It seems like 6ix9ine's snitching and dissing caught up with him, and he's now in serious trouble. What's going on? It's your boy King, back with another video. Now, 6ix9ine has made enemies all over the place, putting himself in danger from all sides because of how many people he's offended, ratting them out. The people he got locked up for a lifetime because of his snitching want revenge. Let's dig deep into the status of 6ix9ine. Trust me, you want to see this. But first, go ahead and do me a favor and like this video and subscribe to the channel.
Do you want to win any of these items on your screen? If so, be sure to watch the whole video, leave a like, and comment the hidden message. And with that being said, let's get right into the video.
Let's get started. The dangerous groups that are after 6ix9ine and why this is something to not take lightly.
Tekashi, but what does it feel to be the richest rat in the world?
I mean, it feels pretty good. I mean, I put a lot of bad people away. I saved the world.
Now, to fully understand everyone who has beef with him, you have to understand the crimes and offenses that 6ix9ine has done, which would take a lot of time to explain every single one. So we're just gonna boil it down for you to the key elements that are eventually gonna lead to them getting revenge. He snitched to get out of trouble for all the crimes he did with the 9 Treys when he was a part of them.
If there is a street code, right? If there is a street code and there's something so-called as loyalty and everything and no snitching and all of that, I get it, right?
That's one group that wants revenge. He can't expect to snitch on a whole group of the most notorious high-level dangerous people and expect to get away with it. I mean, come on. 6ix9ine's serious convictions with the law, not just the 2018 offenses that we'll be talking about in a bit. He has gone and done things like assault, allegations with a 13-year-old kid. Yeah, a kid. Come on, 6ix9ine, you're better than that. Of course, we're not gonna go into detail on that one, but continuing on, driving without a license, an altercation with a cop, and so on and so forth. The only reason he's not locked up serving life right now in regards to those specific crimes is luck and plea deals. He took lesser punishments by admitting to crimes, or the crimes he was accused of were dismissed of certain people not testifying against him. And yeah, how can I forget? Snitching. Then there is his troll side that disses every dangerous rapper that can be named, which he uses to try and build himself up into a hardcore guy. But in truth, all he's doing is writing himself a one-way ticket to heaven. Even before his infamous incident, he was widely regarded as a troll by everyone that matters. He would literally go and blast everyone, make fun of anyone he felt he could get a feud with, and then feud with them for as long as he could to get attention. In short, he was acting like a child, a whiny, incessant child. But then in 2018 and 2019, he pulled the biggest trigger of his offenses. Because after having a fallout with his group, the 9 Trey Bloods, he and many of them were arrested by the FBI for various crimes. Crimes of which could have landed each of them decades in jail or even life sentences. Because he felt he had no loyalty to this group anymore, 6ix9ine decided to do the cardinal sin of rapping. He decided to snitch. Not only did he snitch, he went into court and testified against his fellow 9 Trey Blood members and basically ratted out the entire organization, including name-dropping other members who weren't arrested. His reward for this was pretty much about 20 months in jail, and then he got out early because of the pandemic.
I snitched, I ratted, but who was I supposed to be loyal to?
To which he then served some house arrest before being let loose to make music and be a troll again. So when you pile all that together, you can see why a lot of people hate 6ix9ine for a bunch of different reasons. It's not just that he's a jerk, it's that he'll commit crimes and then do whatever it takes to get out of serious punishment for them.
If you don't got this watch right here, you a little boy to me. I'll kiss you on your forehead. You a little boy.
Including ratting out others who were loyal to him once upon a time, but not anymore. The seriousness of the 9 Trey Bloods and why 6ix9ine will be watching his back for his entire life.
What's up? 6ix9ine, let us get some shots, bro.
If you wish to hear a group that's definitely coming after 6ix9ine in all the ways that matter, that would be the group that he betrayed in the 9 Trey Bloods. They want to take him out and he knows it and can blame no one but himself for it. Yes, he knowingly put himself into everything. You heard me right. The irony though is that at the beginning of their relationship, these two parties were cool, mainly because 6ix9ine sought them out in order to go and help with his rap career. He wanted nothing more than to be a big rapper, but to kind of take a shortcut, he joined up with the 9 Trey Bloods in order to use their power and influence to get to the top quicker. He basically got on his knees begging the group to let him join to make himself look cooler for the clout. They had nothing to lose to let this random rainbow-haired rapper in, so they made a deal where he gave them access and money in exchange for influence, and they were off to the races. The 9 Trey Bloods even went so far as to give one of their members as his manager in Shoddy Jordan, and then give him members for his street crew. 6ix9ine even returned the favor by having a lot of the Bloods in his music videos, which they were happy to do, obviously. But as was the recurring case with 6ix9ine, he felt he was so much bigger than them and started to try and throw his weight around in the group, even orchestrating hits on his rivals through them. And when they tried to get him to fall in line and respect the command structure of the group, he fired all of them and said he would do it on his own. They promptly tried to kidnap him, and ironically enough, after that was the arrest by the FBI. It was 6ix9ine's testimony that put the majority of their members away. Some of them are even away for many, many years, such as the guys who tried to kidnap him. So they have a vested interest in trying to get 6ix9ine off their lawn, or in this case, off the world. If you go and find 6ix9ine out in the wild, you'll notice rather quickly that the guy has scores of security watching over him. Can you guess why that is? It's because of the 9 Trey Bloods. He is a wanted man by them and their allies, so he has to go and travel with various amounts of security in order to keep himself safe from harm and ensure that he can keep doing his thing. It's hard to say if the 9 Trey Bloods will actually get to 6ix9ine, but that might be why it's good in their eyes that they aren't the only enemies he has. The power of the OGs means serious trouble for 6ix9ine's safety.
Snitching, working with the government.
We're going to be talking about the rap community entirely a bit later on, but we'd be wrong to not talk about a certain group of rappers who particularly hate 6ix9ine right now, the OGs. We're talking guys like Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Ice Cube, and others who have been in business or in gang life a long time and see what 6ix9ine has done as an affront to everything they believe in. Snoop Dogg in particular has been very vocal against everything that 6ix9ine has done.
Rat boy, you really better leave me alone. I ain't the one. No way.
Especially after it got loose that he was snitching on the 9 Treys. He was actually so mad that he not only spoke out about it, but later on he criticized the media as a whole for giving him any kind of media attention, which is honestly fair if you think about it. Plus, he also wore a hat that said "Make snitches get stitches again," which is a hilarious offshoot of the MAGA hats by Donald Trump, whom 6ix9ine supports if you need any more reasons to hate him. Eminem and others have thrown hate at 6ix9ine as well, referring to him as trash and trying to get people to understand that if they support 6ix9ine, they can't count on their help anymore, which has already happened via Nicki Minaj crossing the line, if you will. Now, to be clear, this isn't just about music or giving the rap community a bad name. It's about loyalty to a person beyond oneself. That's a key element in the rap game, and yet 6ix9ine has broken that in all the ways that matter. And as a result, the OGs want him out of their genre. The 9 Treys aren't the only group after him. There's another big group that's also after him. That's right, the Crips. Given the loyalty aspect of fallen rappers, this one might just haunt 6ix9ine in the end. You see 6ix9ine during the build-up to his first post-prison album, Tattletales. He went to a memorial made in the honor of late rapper Nipsey Hussle. 6ix9ine went there, and in a social media video, he waved to Hussle fans who were at the mural, and then he knelt before the mural in respect to him and noted the following on Instagram. "Rest in peace, Nipsey," he wrote. "I know you looking down on me. I'm out here in the hood paying my respects. P.S. The store was closed, but they painted this on the same block." At first, this may seem something wholesome, paying tribute to someone who's gone. One problem though, he was trolling, because earlier on, he noted this about Nipsey Hussle. "Why your favorite rapper dead with bullet holes in his face? Why your favorite rappers getting shot in the face and all that? I'm gonna keep my security with me. Y'all ain't gonna RIP me. Y'all ain't gonna put me on a t-shirt." So yeah, not the best thing to say to a man you respect, you know? But wait, it gets better. Because remember 6ix9ine's line about Nipsey looking down on him as if he's watching over him? Well, no, because Nipsey was looking down on him in the condescending way. Because Nipsey Hussle doesn't like snitches. "I can't name a fake that was not exposed. How y'all so surprised that Tekashi told," he said in a rap once. "Ain't a real street unless you got a code." He wasn't done though. "The public should not even react to clown," Nipsey told Big Boy on his Real 92.3 morning show when asked about his thoughts on 6ix9ine. "The public should follow the real. If the real ain't reacting, so y'all don't react. Put the dude on goofy time and just let him sit over here doing what he doing till that expire, cause it's always gonna self-destruct, clearly." So yeah, Nipsey had no love for 6ix9ine, and he was more than happy to say that. And those who actually knew Nipsey said it as well.
But just what you said about playing with the streets, I wouldn't suggest it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't play with Atlanta.
A former affiliate of Hussle had some very harsh criticism of this act. 6ix9ine, hold up. Why you coming to my hood? Don't come to know Nip Hussle a Crip on 6-0. Death before dishonor. These groups take these things very seriously. So 6ix9ine going and doing this was a major party foul, and thus he's on their radar as well. The Crips and the Bloods are after 6ix9ine, but that's not everyone. Just wait.
I think the killers, the hitters is over here. Try to keep it down.
The Crips and the Bloods are two of the biggest gang groups in the nation, and that is already a bad thing for 6ix9ine because that means he's got threats on 2 major coasts. But he also has to go and worry about some of the smaller groups and factions in places like Chicago because he's ticked them off too. Nice one, 6ix9ine. Another event that he did during the build-up to Tattletales was going to Chicago in order to pay tribute to another rapper who was tight with Lil Durk. Except Lil Durk knew this was a ploy, and so he and his crew went looking for 6ix9ine after they got word that he was indeed in Chicago still. This is something that gets lost in the shuffle scuffle because you would think that groups like this wouldn't be the biggest thing to worry about. And yet if 6ix9ine is going and taking off people in various places all over the US, that limits where he can go and who he can interact with. 6ix9ine wants to live free of fear and restrictions, but he can't because of all the people he's ticked off in his rap career, which isn't too different from his personal life. Molina.
For people looking outside in, it's unbelievable, but I mean, it's kind of what was expected.
We wish we could say that 6ix9ine was just a jerk in how he treats people outside of his inner circle, but as Molina will happily testify to, that's not the case one bit, because their relationship together was fraught with trouble from almost the word go, and as a result the two had a very big split that resulted in Sarah doing everything she can to keep their daughter away from him. We won't list all the things he's allegedly done to her, but we can characterize it as many forms of abuse, so you can see why she wants to stay away from him. Plus she potentially is going to sue him for various things should certain elements and evidence fall her way. And when you add that on the other court battles that 6ix9ine is going to be having soon, that's not a good thing to look forward to. Sarah even was a part of a documentary about 6ix9ine and not how in the beginning when he didn't have fame, he was a good guy, one that always made her laugh. But then when he started to shift towards wanting fame and power, he changed everything about him to the point where she couldn't recognize him anymore. Here we have a very personal enemy and one who has a lot of power via her words and what she knows about Tekashi. So 6ix9ine would be wise to not push his luck with her anymore. The authorities are still after 6ix9ine to this day. Given that 6ix9ine made a deal with the FBI, you might be a little surprised that he's probably still in danger from them. But that's the thing right there. You see 6ix9ine may be free from the crimes he did for the 9 Trey Bloods because of his plea deal, but that doesn't mean he's exhumed from getting into troubles again. Plus, as a part of the plea deal, he had to plead guilty to certain charges, which means that if he goes and commits another crime, regardless of its intent or severity, it's very likely that 6ix9ine will end up in jail for many years to come. Plus, if nothing else, the authorities know that he's a person of interest in several things that could be construed as illegal. So while he may have helped them out, they are no doubt keeping tabs just to make sure he doesn't step out of line again. The rap community pretty much hates 6ix9ine.
If you a rat, bro. If you're a rat, R-A-T, a rat. You don't get no respect.
If you want further proof that 6ix9ine has a wide swath of enemies, you need to look no further than the rap community as a whole. We talked about the OGs earlier, but if you look at even the more base levels of the genre, you're gonna see that many people either aren't talking to 6ix9ine, refuse to mention him at all, or have noted that they won't work with him ever.
Snitching ain't the way, partner.
Or ever again because of what he's done. 21 Savage, Meek Mill, Future, and YG have all lined up and said that he's basically an outcast in the genre. Remember that story about Nicki Minaj before? It was actually YG who proclaimed that because of her going and working with 6ix9ine, that he nor his associates would work with her again. And she's a big name, but they don't care because they hate 6ix9ine that much. And when you add that across multiple cities, multiple record labels, and so on and so forth, the greatest enemy to 6ix9ine might just be the rap community because they're trying to make sure he doesn't stay a part of the community for too much longer. He's even putting himself in danger. Yeah, that's right, himself. You might think we're being a little philosophical here by saying that 6ix9ine is a danger unto himself, but we're actually being a bit literal because not too long ago 6ix9ine had to go to the hospital. Why? He overdosed, but not on drugs. Ironically enough, 6ix9ine has never taken them, though he did help distribute them when he was with the 9 Trey Bloods, but rather he overdosed on diet pills and Mountain Dew. I'm just kidding about the Mountain Dew part, but apparently 6ix9ine is very self-conscious when it comes to his weight, and thus he goes to extreme lengths at times to go and lose it, which included taking too many of said diet pills and being hyped up on caffeine and such. So yeah, his body crashed and he actually spent a few days in the hospital as a result, and that was just about his weight. We know he's careless and reckless with his life in other ways, like going to parties and clubs despite the very big virus outbreak that is still going on, or continuing to troll people even though it only makes people angrier. When you add all that up, 6ix9ine might just be the biggest danger to 6ix9ine. Finally, can 6ix9ine get out of this?
Yo, we can get the other bottle?
I got it.
Get the other bottle. Get another bottle. A lot of people die, right?
So as we've shown you guys, there's a lot of danger around 6ix9ine. He's gone and ticked off just about everyone he possibly could, and then went and ticked off even more people. I don't even know how that's possible, but he did it. But the question still remains, can he get out of this? Technically, sure. He could get out of the rap game and then move someplace else where his enemies can't touch him. That's still a very viable option. But is he gonna do that? Not likely. He's too stubborn, and he's always been stubborn. He loves the fame and the money and spotlight he gets. Plus, he's not that old, and the money he has right now will not last him forever, especially if he has to keep hiring that 24/7 security to keep the 9 Treys and others away from him.
Yo, someone tell Young Chop
Let's get in.
He has options, but he won't use them, which is why more than likely, he's doomed. And with that being said, there you have it, a look at the various factions, groups, rappers, people, you name it, who are out for 6ix9ine in one form or another. Can you believe all the enemies that 6ix9ine has made over the years? Go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe. I'm King Trending, and I'll see you next time on the channel.